What if I told you there's a game out there that wasn't just made for fun? What if it was designed from the very beginning with one goal in mind, to make you smarter? A game where every single rule is a tool to train a specific part of your brain. Well, today, we're diving into a system that claims to be exactly that. It's called Chess Reverse.
Look, we all know classic chess is brilliant, right? It's the ultimate game of strategy. But here's the thing. Any cognitive boost you get from it is really just a happy accident. Chess Reverse is a whole different beast. It's described as a curriculum for progressive cognitive augmentation. Now, I know that sounds like a mouthful, but it's simple, really. It means it was built from the ground up, step by step, to literally enhance your thinking. It's less a game and more of a training program that just happens to be incredibly fun.
So how does it pull this off? You might be thinking it's got to have some impossibly complex rulebook, but you'd be wrong. This entire, incredibly deep system is built on just two simple, game-changing rules. And believe me, they change everything.
Okay, first up is the reverse, or the flip. Here's how it works. If you attack an opponent's piece and that piece has 0 defenders, you must flip it. It's not optional. And bam, instantly, that piece is yours. It stays right where it is on the board, but now it's on your team. This one simple constraint completely warps the game. It becomes this powerful strategic tool for forcing your opponent's hand, setting up elaborate traps, and using your own pieces as bait in ways you just can't in regular chess.
The second big innovation is the wave, or the drop. Now this one is just wild. When you capture a piece the old-fashioned way, it doesn't leave the board for good. Instead, it goes into your personal reserve, kind of like your pocket. Then, on a future turn, you can take that piece and just drop it back onto any empty square. Think about that. The whole concept of material advantage gets shattered. Like the creator says, pieces never truly die, they just change sides. The possibilities become, well, almost infinite.
But here's where it gets truly brilliant. These two rules, the flip and the drop, they aren't just for one new game. They're actually layered on top of each other in different combinations to create a whole ladder of challenges. It's a genuine cognitive curriculum designed to push you further and further.
And you can see that progression right here on this chart. It's so deliberate. You start with the foundations, which is basically orthodox chess, to nail down your logic and anticipation. Then you move up to constraints by adding the reverse rule, which forces you to manage mandatory moves. After that, multitask adds more rules to tax your spatial memory and planning. And it all builds toward this peak level, abstraction. With a game so mentally demanding, it's estimated to target a cognitive range equivalent to an IQ of 180 or even higher.
And just to give you a sense of the sheer leap in complexity, the number of possible games in classic chess is already a number so big it's hard to fathom. It's 10 to the power of 123. That's a 1 with 123 zeros. It's more than the number of atoms in the observable universe. Now add just the reverse rule, and that number jumps to 10 to the 135. And when you get to a variant like infinity, you're looking at 10 to the power of 236. The scale of strategic depth here is just absolutely mind-bending.
Now, if you thought that was it, hold on. On top of these different games, the system adds another layer: 4 universes. The best way to think of these is like different settings in your own personal cognitive laboratory, where each one is designed to isolate and stress a different mental muscle.
So you start in the element universe. That's the control group, pure symmetry. You and your opponent play by the exact same rules. Then you have equity, which introduces imbalance. Now the rules are asymmetric, forcing you to think on your feet and adapt. After that, it gets really weird with ultimate. This is a pure memory test. All the pieces of the same color, so you have to mentally track who owns what. And finally, you have Nexus, which is just a chaos engine. Here, the rules of the game themselves can actually change as you play.
And the creator has even tried to quantify the extra brain power each universe demands. They use this concept called QI, which is like an estimated difficulty rating in IQ points. So playing with those asymmetric rules in equity adds about a 10-point cognitive surcharge. Trying to remember whose piece is whose in ultimate adds about 20 points of stress to your visuospatial memory. And the chaos of the Nexus universe, that's estimated to add a staggering 40 to 80 points of cognitive demand. It makes that whole mental gym idea feel very real and measurable.
So, when you put it all together, the different games, the layered rules, and these 4 universes, what do you really have? It's something that has evolved so far beyond a board game. It's a true paradigm shift, a new way to think about using play as a tool for our own self-improvement.
This quote from the creator really hits the nail on the head. It translates to, creativity does not exist without an intellectual foundation. And that's the whole philosophy in a nutshell. The goal of chess reverses isn't just to win a game. It's to build that powerful, flexible, intellectual foundation in your mind, because that's the fertile ground where real, true creativity can actually grow.
And make no mistake, this wasn't an overnight flash of inspiration. This system is the result of 2 decades of non-stop work and refinement. The core Revers idea was born back in 2005. The universes came about in 2007. The insane ultimate mode in 2010. The Nexus concept is brand new, from just 2024. And maybe the most amazing part? In 2025, modern AIs actually analyzed the system and confirmed its metacognitive structure. It was the ultimate validation of a 20-year journey of human intuition.
And all of this builds to one final ultimate challenge, Nexus Aether. Just try to imagine this. You're playing in the Nexus universe, where the rules are constantly changing, but there's no board. There are no pieces. The entire game is played purely in your mind. It demands total mental modeling, an extraordinary memory, and a level of flexibility that's almost superhuman. It is, without a doubt, the final level of this mental gym.
Which leaves us with one last provocative question. If a game, just a system of rules and pieces, can be intentionally engineered to be a tool to upgrade the human mind, it really makes you wonder, what's the next level? What other tools for our own evolution are just sitting out there waiting to be invented?